being tight with you. I want that to be your number one focus right now. From this second until the moment that you know without a doubt that you truly love and respect yourself. If you make that your main focus, I can promise you things are going to get better. Things are going to shift in the most remarkable ways. This is the relationship you've been searching for your whole life. Reminder, you did not come here to play someone else's game, to box yourself in, or to let fear guide your choices. You came here to experience joy and abundance and to love the shit out of your life. The Trajectory podcast is here to remind you of a few important truths. 1, you are the creator of your reality. 2, anything that you can dream or imagine, you can create. 3, following passion is the quickest way to align you with your true path. 4, your reality is always a reflection of your current thoughts and beliefs, and those thoughts and beliefs can be changed at any time. You are amazing, and it's time to own who you really are. Tune in weekly to be reminded that you can create the life that you're dreaming of and to learn exactly how to do it. Get inspired by those who have been bold enough to follow their passions and have created their dream life because of it. If you're ready to stop playing small, stop holding yourself back, and start aligning with your trajectory, let's do it. I am so freaking excited for this episode. I want to be your cheerleader right now. This is the self-hype episode. And I'm thinking, as soon as I said that, I'm like, yeah, we've got to do this as a series. Maybe every 10 episodes we do a self-hype episode. And I want to be your cheerleader, but I want you to be your cheerleader. That's the point of this. So this episode is about how to self-hype and stop forgetting how awesome you are. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop. When was the last time that you genuinely appreciated your awesomeness? Think about it. When? You do it for other people. You're scrolling all over the place thinking, this person's so awesome. This person looks so good. This person can do all these things. That's incredible. Well, what about you? You're also a person. You're one of a kind. You can do things that no one else can do. You just probably don't know about it yet because you haven't believed in yourself, because you haven't hyped yourself enough to get the confidence to believe in yourself to take the action to do it. So that's what we're here for. We are going to self-hype. It is, let's face it, it's hard to stay positive about ourselves when we see so many people doing so many awesome things every day. We didn't have access to this, 10, 20 years ago. All of this social media, the ability to literally turn on your phone and see people doing the most incredible things. And it is beautiful and it's inspiring and it's engaging and it's amazing. But it is a really quick way, if you're not on your path and if you're not doing the things that are lighting you up, you can very easily get depressed by this, because you just look at these people and you think, oh, I'm so beneath these people. You put them on a pedestal. And I've done this. I've done this many times. I had to be very strategic about my Instagram feed and only put up people and creators that are creating really beautiful, inspiring things. And for a while there, I couldn't look at people that were doing, music, because I wanted to be doing music and I wasn't doing music. So I was getting really down on myself when I saw musicians and artists and people playing guitar and people playing piano really well. It made me upset. It made me just go, oh yeah, that's right. I'm not doing that thing that I really want to do deep down. And now that I'm learning guitar, I'm learning piano, I'm putting the time in, I'm creating music, I'm learning how to produce from scratch. I'm so inspired by everyone. I'm so grateful to have these other people around the world to just get that little hit of inspiration from when I might be having a low day or whatever. And so it's a really good way to see if you're on your path or not, depending on what you're able to look at. But remember that you have control of your Instagram feed, of your social media feed, TikTok, Facebook, whatever it is. You curate that. So curate it to work for you, not against you. If things are triggering you right now, they might not always be triggering, but if they are right now, then maybe stop following those people or mute them or whatever the deal is. There's so many different buttons these days. I'm trying to keep up. I sound so old. So yeah, you may start the day off in a really good mood and then it takes 2 seconds of scrolling and then you start thinking, oh my God, everyone has their shit together except me. And that's a really great way to start beating yourself up. And then you add to that by going, yeah, and I'm also not doing this. I'm also not doing that. Oh, when was the last time I did this? And it just exacerbates. It continues to just grow and build this negative self-talk. So first things first, let's be real. No one has their shit together. We're all just working it out day by day through trial and error. And the ones who are further ahead, who really look like they've really got their shit together, they're the ones who are willing to make mistakes and to fail forward and to keep doing that over and over and over again. That's the thing. Having the ability and the willingness to fail is a superpower. If you can gift yourself with that, you'll be surprised at what you can really achieve. You really will. We build things up in our heads thinking that's not possible, that's too hard, that's just so out of reach. And really, it's a matter of just stepping into it, taking that action, allowing yourself to fall flat on your face and go, okay, well, next time I'm not going to fall that way. Next time I'm going to fall on my side. Next time I'm going to fall on my knee. Next time I'm only going to have a little trip. Next time I ain't even falling. And this is so effortless. And that's literally how it happens. A really beautiful quote that I heard from Karamo from Queer Eye. I love that show. I think that show is just honestly like the best show ever. Like when you think about, oh my God, I could talk about it for ages, but just how positive it is, how these 5 beautiful guys who are owning who they are, who are really just true to themselves, who all have these different talents and abilities, come in and help someone who has no idea how to function in life. And within the space of a week, they completely transform this person to see their own innate beauty. It's just like love leading love. And it's just, I love it. Anyway, so Karamo, he's the one who, he's the culture sort of expert, bit of a psychologist really, in the show. And his grandma said, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a part of it. And I just loved that quote. I think that's so fantastic. I certainly didn't hear that growing up. And it took me until recently. Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm not like, I've been living this path of alignment for a long time. I'm new to it. And I'm so passionate about it. And I talk about it so much because the amount of difference that it's made in my life, just knowing that I'm allowed to fail, that I'm allowed to not be perfect at everything I do. If I had to hold on to my perfectionism, I would not have started this podcast. And I wanted to start this podcast for 7 years. And I kept holding myself back going, oh, what if I fail? What if I do this wrong? I've got to learn this first and I've got to perfect this first. And I've got to make sure that I can do all these things in exactly the right order first. And guess what? No. Because as soon as you start taking action, you realize there's actually the next few steps reveal themselves to you. But when you're trying to analytically figure all of the steps out before you even start, that's just such a distorted way of the actual process. When you step into the process, you are starting to find out more things about yourself. You're learning who you are. You're learning what you're good at. You're learning what you're not good at. You're learning what you like, what you don't like. It's the contrast. It's the ups and downs that make it interesting and that teach you what you actually want to curate in your life, what you want your reality to look like. You have to know the shitty side to know what you don't want, right? So anyway, let me look at my notes because I'm sure there's so many things I wanted to mention in this one. So it is time to become your own bestie. And to be completely honest, I'm not a fan of the term best friend. I've never liked it because it sort of means that, yes, this person is the closest person in the world to me, but everyone else in my world is not as good as this person. It's sort of, and I mean, that's just my way of looking at it. But when I've got a big circle of friends around me and I point at one person and go, that's my best friend, I just feel like that diminishes my relationship with everyone else. I feel like I have a lot of beautiful friends and everyone is beautiful and unique and valued in their own way. But when I say become your own bestie, I do believe you can say that about yourself. I don't feel any distortion, any resistance there. You can be your bestie. That should be the only bestie that you have. There's only one of you. There's one of you. So you've got to rep you, right? No one else is going to do it. No one else understands you. Have your own back. Make it your prime focus right now to love and support yourself the way that you love and support your friends and family. Make that your primary focus. If you mess up, be kind to yourself, just like you would to your friends and family. If you need to move a little bit slower, allow it. Don't be hard on yourself. Do the things to ensure that the future you is set up for success, right? Don't be lazy because it's only the future you that's going to go, oh, far out. I wish I didn't leave all this rubbish around. Oh, I wish I had washed and folded my clothes or at least washed them so they'd be ready for this interview I have to go for. Oh, I wish I had prepped that food last night so I don't have to do all this work when I don't have that time. Then you're messing up the relationship. You're messing up the relationship that you have with yourself. Whereas if you do these things in advance, you're doing these little acts of kindness for you. You're setting yourself up for success. You're putting in that extra few minutes here or there, And you're thinking about your future self going, yeah, I got you, buddy. I got you. You're going to feel so good in the morning when you see all your clothes laid out and the food's prepped and this is ready to go and that's ready to go. And I did that for you, mate. Got you. Like, how freaking good are you going to feel about yourself? And how much more are you going to start to trust yourself? This is such a big thing. We all fall into these low vibes, this low energy, because we don't feel like we can even trust ourselves, because we can't even keep our word to ourselves for very simple things. It might just be, hey, I wanted to clean over the weekend. I didn't clean anything. You are letting yourself down a bit. So really, this is the time for you to start putting in that extra mile for you, because of all the people in your world, you deserve it. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying this episode so far and getting a lot of value out of it. I'd love to ask you to take just a couple of seconds to rate and subscribe to this channel. Once you do that, take a screenshot, let me see that subscribe button hit and the rating, DM that to me on Instagram at Trujectory, one word, and I have a gift for you. I'm going to send you a link that's going to lead you to some digital artwork. These are pieces that are all original photography. I've gone out in nature and taken some beautiful shots. I've got some quotes over the top. I've got some affirmations. And these are pieces that you can blow up to any size that you wish and hang them around your home or your office. And they're going to keep you in a positive mental headspace at all times. Whenever you look at them, they're really calming, beautiful pieces. So thank you so much in advance for rating and subscribing. I really appreciate your support. It's going to help us get these messages out to a larger audience. And I want this space to be somewhere that you can come every single week to be supported, to be motivated, to be inspired, to be reminded that you can create the life that you choose. And all of the beautiful guests that I have on every week are examples of just that. So thank you in advance. I've got so much love for you. Stay true, and I'll see you soon. So I want to talk about Masaru. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Masaru Emoto. So he is a Japanese businessman. He's an author, and he's done a lot of research around the water molecular structure of our body, around what water looks like when it is subjected to positive thoughts, positive feelings, and then when it's subjected to negative and angry and down, sad thoughts and energy. Can't speak today. I really, really recommend you look this up. Emoto, E-M-O-T-O. Just look up, Google Emoto water patterns or something like that, and you'll find it. You'll see that when we, and remember, our body is like, I think it's 70% water, maybe more. If you think about that, we're just these walking bags of water. When you see what the water particles look like, when we're telling ourselves good things, when we're in like harmony with who we are, when we're loving ourselves, when we're appreciating ourselves, when we're just giving ourselves a little pat on the back, versus when we're telling ourselves, you're shit, you're not worth it, you don't deserve this, you never do this, and beating ourselves up, you're going to see why you feel the way you feel, why it feels so awful when you're giving yourself such a hard time. And there's never a need to do that. It's just a pattern that we've fallen into because we feel like we have to be a certain way. But if you have that self-compassion, that self-love and allowance, and you allow yourself to be flawed, to not be perfect, that's so beautiful, and you will feel that. That's why sometimes when you get these really beautiful vibes, you get goosebumps and chills all through your body. That's the water particles turning into these beautiful shapes. You can feel it viscerally, and it's such a stunning imagery. Like, look it up. Please look it up. So if you're ever wondering, well, how am I going to know when I've reached, this complete self-love and acceptance? You will know because you will feel limitless. You will feel unafraid. You'll be full of joy. You will respect yourself, and you will know that you're respecting yourself because you're treating yourself like a king, like a queen. And that's what you should be doing because that's what you deserve. You'll feel limitless and fearless because when you've got your back, you don't need anyone else. You don't need that external validation. You're not doing things to seek others' approval. You're not doing things to be seen in a certain light by anyone else. You're doing the things that light you up for you. That's it. So anything else that comes into your reality is then being drawn in because you have this beautiful energy, this beautiful frequency that you're resonating at. And you're only going to attract other people that are on that same level, that are also loving themselves, that are also compassionate to themselves. When you're feeling like crap, you're attracting other people that feel like crap. And then isn't it great? You get together and you talk about how crap life is and how crap your day was and how crap tomorrow is going to be. And you're just creating this tornado of crap, you know? And I know you've experienced that. So be prepared when you start to really treat yourself like royalty, which is, again, I'll keep saying it, that's what you deserve because you're amazing. You've just forgotten it. When you start to treat yourself like royalty, you will find that the people that you've been hanging around with may drop off a bit. Possibly quite a few of them, possibly even all of them. If you've been hanging out exclusively with negative thinkers, negative self-talkers, that's just not going to align with you anymore. You don't have to do anything about it. You don't have to go out and go, hey, I'm positive now, piss off, bitch. That's not how it works. Your vibration is literally going to bring you into a different reality. You're going to be living in a different way. You're going to be seeing the world through a different lens. And that will lead you to different experiences and different opportunities and different people. And these other connections will fall away naturally if they're not aligned. If they're not willing to step up while you step up and they want to stay in that low vibration and feel those low, dense energies all the time, then that's okay. But you both can't exist in the same space. It's like a positive and a negative thought. They can't exist in the same space. You have to make the choice. So you start choosing positive, the negative ones will fall away. Being tight with you. I want that to be your number one focus right now. From this second until the moment that you know without a doubt that you truly love and respect yourself. If you make that your main focus, I can promise you things are going to get better. Things are going to shift in the most remarkable ways. This is the relationship you've been searching for your whole life. You. That's it. It really is. That's the truth of it. So if you start making that your focus now, you're going to watch. There's just so much change. It's going to be so beautiful. You're going to be going, how did I ever live in this state of negativity for so long? And it was all self-perpetuated. It was all brought on by me. Don't be hard on yourself. We only know what we know, right? And we do the best with the knowledge that we have at the time. I just want to tap onto one last thing. Selfishness. A lot of people think it's selfish to put themselves first, to respect themselves, to, really love themselves. It's selfish. Let's look at the word selfish. Selfish means that you're doing things that are in benefit to the self. So I fucking hope you're selfish. That's what you're here to do. You're here. You are source energy incarnated in physical form to experience joy, to experience contrast, to understand what you want, to expand, to grow, to learn, to love, to be a lighthouse of love and high vibrational energies so that other people can see that, feel a little bit of it, and raise their own vibrations. All of these things depend on you looking after you, depend on you being your number one priority. And of course, yes, some people have kids. Some people have people that they're looking after. Of course, that's part of life. It's beautiful. That doesn't mean that they are above you. No one is above you and you are above no one. But when it comes to priorities, you need to be able to put yourself first. You need to be able to give. You need to fill yourself so that you can overflow to others. If you're constantly draining your own battery, giving all of that energy to everyone else, what's going to happen? You're going to run out. You're going to burn out. You're going to get sick. I did. I know that firsthand. I was giving to everyone and anything. I was doing so much free work. I'm a videographer. I work with cameras. So in the world we live in now, everyone wants everything filmed, right? So I was doing free jobs all of the times for friends, for family members, for anyone and everyone that I would meet on the street that would go, oh, you work with cameras? Oh, I've got this party coming up. Would you film that for me? And I'd be like, of course I will. I don't care about me. I don't need sleep. I don't need a rest. I've had a massive week, but I'm just going to keep on going and I'm going to work for you because that's what I do. I had no respect for myself. And guess what? My body went, hey, you're not respecting us. You're not respecting yourself at all. So it's time for the body to take over. And that's when I started having seizures. And my entire life changed overnight. I had to stop everything. I couldn't drive anymore. I couldn't work. I had to sleep ridiculous amount of hours a day. I was basically living the life of a retired person. And that all happened because I burnt myself out because I didn't give to me first. Now I give to me first. And I am able to give so much more, so much better quality, with more energy, with less resentment to everyone around me when it aligns with me. I shouldn't say to everyone, to the things that align with me, to the things that I want to do, not just to anyone and everyone on the street. That's the old Sarah. So when you and you are solid, you literally only attract the things that are aligned for you, that are in your highest good, because that's what you deserve and that's what you begin to expect, and you get what you expect, right? So this is all about changing your expectations, having healthy, positive expectations that you deserve the best, and you will start to see that. So for your true tasks this week, this is your home play. I want you to treat yourself like a queen or a king. I want you to look at your eating, look at working out, do what makes you happy, sleep right, get yourself enough hours so that you're actually functioning in the day. Maybe it means that you've got to turn the TV off a little bit earlier. Maybe it means that you've got to give yourself a couple of hours between TV time and sleep time at night. And that time could be used to meditate or to journal or to read, to do anything, right? Like the stimulation of TV and all of the colors and lights and sounds and everything really does keep you awake longer than you need to be. And you might not realize how tired you are sometimes. So that's respecting yourself. That's really treating yourself like royalty by allowing yourself, your body, to get the rest that it needs to be functioning at full capacity the next day. Think of your future self constantly and make them proud. That's the goal, right? So even when you're laying on the couch going, I don't want to turn the TV off, I'm kind of tired, yeah, but whatever, I'm just going to stay up until I absolutely pass out. Yeah, tomorrow's going to suck, but oh well, I'm used to it. Stop that. I want you to jump forward for a minute into your future shoes and look at the two different paths that can unfold here. One, you could be going, oh, why am I so lazy? Why didn't I go to sleep on time? Why couldn't I just have respected myself? The other one going, oh, so grateful. Look at me looking after myself. I feel amazing. I had such a good sleep. I'm ready for today. I'm in a positive mindset. It's going to completely change the structure of my day. Oh my gosh. They're your two options. I also would love for you to make a list of 3 qualities that you love about yourself, right? We often think about the things that we love about others. We admire others so openly and willingly. I want you to do that for yourself this week. List 3 things that you love about yourself, 3 qualities that you have, that you've cultivated over your time, that you go, I'm really proud of these things. I'm really, really happy that I am this way. Just writing it down. That's such a huge step into understanding how amazing you actually are. And I want you to recall the last time that you felt proud of yourself. What were you doing? Think about what were you doing? And can you do a little bit more of that sometime this week? Okay? They're your 3 tasks, your 3 true tasks for this week. 1, treat yourself like royalty, like a king, like a queen. Look at your food, look at your working out, look at your sleep patterns, whatever. Second one, and remember to keep your future self in mind. Keep that version of you always in the conversation with the actions that you're taking now. Always consult with them. What are they going to appreciate you doing, right? Second one, make a list of 3 things, 3 qualities that you love about yourself. And the third one is recall the last time that you felt really proud of you. And see if you can do a little bit of that, whatever it is that you were doing, see if you can put a little bit of that into your week this week. I know you're going to have some amazing discoveries when you start doing this work. I'm so excited. Please hit me up on Instagram. Let me know how you're going. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, comment in the comments section. Let me know how you're progressing. I genuinely want to know. I love hearing the feedback from my listeners. And yeah, I'm so excited. You are freaking amazing, okay? I don't know if I was cheerleadery enough in this episode, but like I said, I think I'm going to do this as a series because this is so important to remind yourself how freaking amazing and epic you are, truly. There's no more forgetting this. You are tapping into it and you are owning it and you are never going to forget again. So for now, stay true. Love you.